So it's all about the book, and I know that I'm going to try to see what I can tell you about the book so I can minimize questions, but I'd love to take them at the end. Someone was asking me before I came up here, how did you come to write a book? Because I think a lot of us would like to write a book, but it's not something that would automatically come to mind or something that we would do. Well, it wasn't something I thought of either. And I was riding in the car with Lori. We were going to the March on Washington, the September 12, 2009 event, and I figured that it would be great if we go together. So while we were in the car, we were talking about a variety of different things, and the subject turned to books. And turns out she's working on a book as well, which I can't wait to see. I've read the first 3 chapters of it, and I'm like, finish, finish. And so she said, asked me what I was working on, and I mentioned a book that I had an idea for, and I'd already started working on it. And her response was, yeah, a lot of people are writing about that. What else you got? I said, well, I have this idea. You know, I've been publicly a conservative for over 3 decades. When I made the realization as a young man that what my parents taught me and what their political allegiances were just didn't seem to line up. And so I thought about writing about that experience and how it led me to where I am. And I told her that the working title for that was Sellout. And she said, I can market that. So that was the genesis of the book. So from September 12th all the way to June and July when we finally got it together, submitted it. And then the person that I worked with, my editor and contributor, Anita Crane. Anita, please raise your hand. I will tell you that I know her as well as I know anyone, and I just met her tonight. We were on the phone, through email, we spent hours and hours, and I have to tell you the hardest part about the book was the editing process. We found 187 errors in one run. Okay. We sent that back. We come back with the next print and we found 130 errors in that one, and we're saying, how did we miss the 130 the first time? But we ended up going through the process and the book was released, and I'm just very pleased to see that not only is it available, but that we're already starting to have people responding to it. If you go to Amazon.com, so far we're getting 5-star reviews, so that's very promising. It's one thing for people you love to say, great book, but when people you don't know say the same thing, it's very validating.